And we have told you that wealth and livelihood and jobs are in 4 sectors. Sector 1, commercial agriculture with IMAR, with Echibaro. Sector 2, manufacturing and artisanship. Sector 3, services. Being a political leader, being an administrator is also part of the services sector. But the jobs there are few. How many Gombora chiefs are there? Unless the one who is there dies or he retires, what are you going to do? The government jobs are not enough. The service jobs in the private sector are much more. Transport, hotels, tourism, music, singing, those are all service provision in the private sector. And also ICT, which is also part of services, but I prefer to bring it out a bit separately because it can be big if we take advantage of it. So that's what I was telling the youth council people when they came to see me. They were saying we are going to mobilize. And I said, mobilize how? Just shouting, oh yeah, that's not mobilization. And many of the people I see here in Uganda, they confuse PR, public relations, with mobilization. To come to a funeral and you pretend that you are very, very sorry and you are about to die also, and you think you are mobilizing. Okay, the man may be happy that you came to attend the funeral, but you will forget tomorrow. The real mobilization is to show people how they can get out of their problems. Now, you hear that man is thanking me, the other boy. Me, I'm like a sower, like Jesus, the parable of the sower. I keep sowing, talking. Some of the seeds fall on the rock and they dry. Some of them fall on the path and they are eaten by the birds of the air. Some of them fall in the thorns and they deteriorate. But some of my words fall on fertile ground, like that one there. And more people, if you go in many of these areas, I will talk about that later, they are beginning to wake up. That is the mobilization, to show people how to get out of their problems. And if you can assist them, assist them. But the most important thing for a leader is to show. Then number 16 is to care about the environment. Because if you become a wealth creator, like the other boy, now he needs to get water for his chicken. He needs to irrigate his pasture for the cows. I see many eaters who listened to my advice to grow citrus. When I was coming, I was seeing some citrus patches below. We are now moving to help them to start irrigating, giving them solar-powered pumps to pump water in the dry season, and they irrigate. So if all these Bateso wake up and start creating wealth, they want irrigation, but you have dried the swamps. Where will the water come from? So this misuse of the swamps must stop. The swamps are for water to feed the dry land. What I will do with our people is to show them, I encourage in remote area for people to shift from growing rice in the swamp to fish farming at the edge of the swamp. And the people were earning much more money from fish farming than from rice growing in the swamp. And then the swamps also are for grass, for mulching. Then we use the water for irrigating the dry land. Yes, me, as a wealth creator, a cattle keeper, a grower of crops, I cannot accept people to destroy the source of my livelihood by destroying the swamps. The swamps is where I get water for irrigation from. Is where I get a nice grass called ebigugu for mulching. It's a certain type of grass which grows in the swamp, which we cut for mulching. I was seeing our young people there who are displaying sanitary pads made out of papyrus. The ancient Egyptians used papyrus to make paper long ago. So please, you cannot be a wealth creator and you neglect the wetlands. This is apart from the rain making. I've not talked about rain making because they also contribute to the rain. And then the the rain, but also the fish. There's some fish which is in the swamps. There are fish called a shonzi, mud fish. So you are destroying all that because of this rice, which gives very little. I don't even eat rice myself. I'm not a Chinese. I'm not an Indian. I don't eat rice. I don't eat bread. I will be 80 years next month. I eat millet, cassava, bananas, and our foods here, our vegetables and our beef and our milk. I don't mind if you eat rice, but don't use rice to destroy our future. You need to love yourself, you the youth. And to love yourself means you keep yourself safe. Don't become inspector of all the dresses in the world, or the trousers. You will get in trouble for nothing. The promiscuity is very dangerous. Alcohol, so that you keep fit and sober. So then finally, avoid corruption. Avoid corruption and fight corruption. I became very popular in the Ankara area in the early years because I was fighting the corruption of the chiefs during the time of the Europeans and soon after independence. So you don't have to go on the street and riot. You fight corruption by following up government money and money of the people. Like this PDM money is sent. You know how much money came? Like somebody was saying that I think it was the MP who was saying that in one city there are 14 wards. There is 1.4 billion shillings for that small area. I think he was talking about Soroti or what. Now, you follow that. 1.4 billion came. Where is it? Who received it? And you get the figures, and you report to the RDC, and you put it in writing. If the RDC doesn't act, we have got our other channels how we can know. We can finish these corrupt people. They are not a big problem. So when you talk of the youth, that's my advice to them.